is a tarot love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Scorpio, welcome to Alchemy Ascension. Let's see what's happening in your love connection. Alright, so I have your energy coming out on the right side, Scorpio. Your love interest is on the left, and the center line is the mutual energy right there. And energy, of course, can be reversed, so take this as it resonates. But let's go ahead and start out with your thoughts and feelings about each other and how the two of you see each other. Currently, actually, excuse me, you know what? Let's start with where you're each at currently. So, Scorpio, I have you right now showing up in the Ten of Wands energy for where you're currently at in this connection. So right now you're feeling very overwhelmed and burdened. Whatever's happening in your love connection has just become very overwhelming for you. It's so heavy on you at this point. You've been carrying these burdens you feel for so long that you almost can't support it anymore. The Ten of Wands indicates the end of a cycle, so it's a situation where something's got to give. And you're definitely feeling at the point where you won't be able to keep up with that level of stress and burden in your life anymore. You're going to have to end up dropping something. What this is clarified by is it was clarified by the Queen of Wands. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone in that energy. And that would be somebody who's really fiery, passionate, driven, ambitious, someone who knows what they want, someone that you find extremely sexy and attractive with a lot of physical chemistry between the two of you. And it may be that, you know, if that's your love interest, you're feeling burdened by them because they have you here waiting. We also have this Three of Wands clarifying the Ten of Wands. So the Three of Wands talks about waiting in a kind of expectative state, in anticipation. You're waiting for something that you feel, in a sense, that you've earned it, and it's something that should be coming your way. It generally speaks of something that you've invested in already. You've either invested your time in, or you put a lot of effort into this connection with this person. So you're there waiting, and you've likely been waiting for a long time, and that's now becoming a very heavy burden on you that you're really ready to just let that go. Where your person is showing up currently in this love connection, they're in the Two of Cups energy. So that is a really beautiful card to have show up, of course, in a love reading. It speaks of a very deep, mutual, reciprocated love between the two of you. This is usually considered a soul bond. It's one of the soulmate cards. So your person is really feeling a deep sense of the two of you being destined to be together, like you are their one. And I really didn't initially feel that I needed clarification on that, but the rest of the spread is a little bit more complex, so I wanted to make sure that this isn't something that they're feeling for someone else. And what I got when I clarified the Two of Cups is, this is how I see the story playing out. I dug deep on this one. So I feel what took place with your love interest is something came to an end between the two of you, of course. That's why you're here in this state of waiting for them. So with the Death card, your relationship came to an end, but I really feel like your love interest took that opportunity to really go through a major transformation and do a lot of soul searching here with this Hermit card that came up. And I feel like they wanted to just really reflect on the connection that the two of you share, to be certain that you're the one for them. And clearly what we're seeing here is that they have no more doubts. They're feeling complete conviction that you are their Two of Cups, that you're their destined love. You're the one, you know, you're the one that has their heart. So they've gone into this state of deep introspection, apparently for a long time, because you're feeling very overwhelmed by as long as you've been waiting. And now they're in this phase of realizing that you're the one that they want to spend their life with. You're the one that they want to give their heart to. And so they're here in this Two of Wands energy, strategizing and planning how they're going to go about coming back into your life and starting this relationship with you again, and how they want to approach that with you. And it looks like they're just deciding to really just not overthink it, because with this Knight of Swords coming up, this speaks of them just being right on the brink of just rushing to you without giving it much thought and just pouring all their emotions out. And it's really reinforced here with the Eight of Wands card coming up. This is a lot of back and forth, passionate communication. These are, Cupid's arrows being shot at you. A lot of loving expression coming up with these cards showing up, clarifying each other. So your person is in that state of mind right now, emotionally, where they're right about to begin this communication with you and expressing all the love and passion and desire that they feel for you, Scorpio. So what we have next is how the two of you feel about each other, what you think about each other, and how you see each other currently. We have you seeing your partner or feeling the Hierophant card for them. That's what came up. You may be dealing with a Taurus with the Hierophant card, and that was clarified by the Sun card. And the Sun card is the card of Leo, and the Four of Swords. So I really feel, Scorpios, that this is just saying that you're feeling a very high level spiritual connection with your love interest, and you're wanting that with them. You're here burdened by this weight, and it has you feeling like this mermaid in this Four of Swords card, where you feel left out in the cold. She's like entombed in ice. So you feel that you've just been left there frozen. You're taking this time, though, to really rest and heal from whatever took place between the two of you, because it was likely a very painful ending when they left you to go do some soul searching. So you're taking time to do that, and it also likely indicates that, truthfully, more than anything, since these are your thoughts and feelings about them and they went into hermit mode, it could also very likely reflect that not only you're in that state, waiting, resting, you may recognize too that they're kind of in that hermit mode phase as well, taking a time out. But I really feel more than anything that this is you, because you've been left waiting for them, hoping, dreaming for this high-level commitment with them. And with the Sun card coming out, I just see that as, see what a stark contrast between these two energies. I just got the really strong impression that you're there, you're in this time out, and you're just dreaming and fantasizing of coming out of that tomb of ice that you feel that you're trapped in as you wait for them, and you're wanting to come into the sun with them. You're wanting them to bring that sunlight back into your life to just melt that cold, lonely feeling that you've been left in. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It's a card of illumination, expansion, enlightenment, having a lot of clarity on where you're at in life and feeling very fulfilled, at peace, at one in the world, or with whoever you're with. So you're wanting your person to bring the full package into your life, where you have that incredible sense of shared happiness and just complete clarity that the two of you want to be together in this high-level commitment. Another possibility could be that you see your person as being in a commitment with the Leo, or that you see them as having some type of spiritual connection with the Leo. So that's how you're feeling about them right now, Scorpio. And for how your love interest is feeling, thinking about you and seeing you, we had the Eight of Swords come up. That was clarified by the Queen of Swords. So you may be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone in that energy. This would be, somebody who's a really good communicator, very intellectual, straight to the point. But more than anything, the Queen of Swords is somebody who's also very guarded because she's been hurt many times in her past. So, she kind of always has that sword up, ready to cut out anything that she feels isn't worthy of her, or that she feels could possibly hurt her and bring more pain into her life. We also have the Five of Cups, clarifying the Eight of Swords, and the Judgment card. So what I feel this is saying is two things. Your person is feeling that you're very trapped up in your head. They understand that they placed you in a state that's become very overwhelming to you. They're very aware of that. They understand that they've brought you a great deal of mental burdens and anxiety and turmoil. These swords are representative of all these different concerns and thoughts that have someone stuck and trapped in their head and feeling like there's just nothing they can do and no way to get out of that situation. They're just suspended there, by all of their anxiety of not knowing what's going on. She's blindfolded as well, as if to indicate being left in the dark in a sense. So they're very aware of the state that they've left you in. And I believe that they're also suspecting that you're growing more guarded because of that. They sense that you're losing a level of trust in them because of what they've done, leaving you like that. They sense that you're growing more skeptical, is what I feel, of what it is that they're doing. I got the impression as I was going through the cards in this spread that they've likely told you that they have to take some time away to do some soul searching, to figure out what they need to do next in their life and what's going to be the right fit for them. And I think they suspect that you're maybe growing doubtful of whether or not that's what they're actually out there doing. And with the Five of Cups showing up, again, that's really them just being not only aware of the mental anguish that they've placed you under with the Ten of Wands, but these wands can be any type of burden. So these wands are not only representing the mental turmoil that you're feeling, but they're also representing this emotional anguish that they've left you in with the Five of Cups. This talks of somebody going through a lot of heartache right now. This person is truly feeling the loss of this love connection that the two of you had. They're very overwhelmed, and they're feeling that they're losing their sense of hope and whether or not the two of you can work things out. That's always represented in this card. It's the person that's going through this state of deep mourning. They're so caught up in that pain that they're only focusing on what's been lost, and they're beginning to lose sight on those two cups that are still in the background. That represents the fact that there's still love to be salvaged in this connection. So, if that's how you're feeling, Scorpio, just know that there is something to be salvaged. There's a lot of hope left in this connection. See, that's what's so beautiful. Both of these cards show the love that you two have for each other, this person is finally waking up and realizing it. But you're losing hope. You're forgetting that there's still these two cups that are there between the two of you. So don't lose hope. Your person's waking up. And with the Judgment card, this represents them knowing that you're wanting to have this rebirth of your guys' love connection. You're wanting to bring it back from the dead, essentially, here with the Judgment card. It speaks of second chances. So they're very aware of how you've been affected and what it is that you want from them. And I also get the sense that with this Eight of Swords, because it's come up twice in the spread, so I really feel that they see you and they feel that you're bound to them. Like they know that there's this strong connection there that you're really struggling to break away from. And this Judgment card and the Five of Cups, it's how they see you and think about you and feel about you. So this could also mean that not only are they aware that you're feeling that way, but it could also very easily mean that they're feeling this way as well. We already know that they want this rebirth with you here with the Judgment card, because it's showing up there with where they're currently at. And so no doubt they're also feeling a sense of loss at this point. So this is definitely something that's being felt mutually by the two of you. Now, for what you want from them, Scorpio, we have the Six of Cups showing up. This could indicate that the two of you have been together for many years, and you want them to recognize and remember the good times. It could also, if you haven't been together for many years, it could indicate that you feel that the two of you are soulmates. Well, you know that the two of you are, and you want them to recognize that, to stop having this so many doubts about your connection, because your person clearly went through a phase of doubting, what's for them and how they truly feel. So this is you wanting them to recognize that bond that the two of you have, and you want them to get back to this place where the love is innocent and like young love, where there's not all the mind games or all the doubts or any of the baggage of the past. It's just a pure, innocent love that the two of you express freely and mutually, equally reciprocated. Just beautiful, pure, true love. That's what you're wanting from them. And for them to remember this soul connection that the two of you truly have. So for what they want from you, Scorpio, we have the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So again, you could be dealing with a fire sign or someone in that energy. What I really strongly feel, even if you're not dealing with the fire sign, is that what they're wanting is for you to not give up on them while they're out there, doing their soul searching and figuring out what they want with their life. They're really hoping and praying that you're not going to give up that battle for the love that the two of you share. That's what the Nine of Wands speaks of. Having been through, many battles, possibly the two of you with each other, I get that impression that there was a lot of difficult times where the two of you both likely wanted to give up many times. And there was, a great deal of pain that happened in each of those situations that the two of you have experienced together. So the Nine of Wands is this wounded warrior. Look at the expression on his face. He's very fearful, scared of being hurt again. And he does have that one last fight left in him for what he truly wants. And that's what is represented in the one Ace of Wands that he's holding there. So they're hoping that you will not lose your will to keep fighting for them, to wait for them as they figure out how to get back to you. And I feel it's a similar message with the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is a person that does not give up very easily. The King of Wands knows exactly what they want. They have a huge heart and a great deal of love, so they do not give up on love easily at all. I feel it's a similar message there. It could be that they're really wanting, hoping that that flame of passion that the two of you share, that it doesn't die out too during this difficult, challenging time that the two of you are going through. They're hoping that you're going to remain passionately, with this feeling of passionate conviction in your love for them. That's how I'm seeing what they're wanting from you right now, Scorpio. Now, what we have showing up for the strength in your connection, it's so strange too, because every reading I've been doing lately has the strangest card in that position, like something that seems totally out of place. And I have to say, this is probably the strangest one yet, because the strength in your connection being the Ten of Swords, it really threw me for a minute, but because this is a card that speaks of immense pain, it speaks of betrayal, and what's worse about this card is that it always speaks of overkill. That poor soul that was just left for dead, because that's what happened. This person was betrayed and then left for dead. And that poor soul was dead after one sword, but whoever was the one that was in the attack mode, so to speak, felt the need to just keep on plunging swords through that person's back, So in other words, it was betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. And that's really reflected, in this Nine of Wands here. So this person's very aware that you two have been through hell and back, and they're truly hoping that they don't lose you, that you're going to have one more fight left in you for them and for your love and this connection. So how I'm interpreting this, well, I'll tell you the clarifying cards first. We had the Lover's card show up clarifying that. So you may be dealing with the Gemini, particularly with the, we already had the Queen of Swords show up. We also have the Eight of Swords showing up again. The Nine of Wands again. And the King of Pentacles. So what threw me at first is really coming out as a very strong, clear message to me now. What this is saying, Scorpios, is that the strongest unifying bond between the two of you is the fact that neither one of you give up on each other. No matter how many horrible things the two of you have done to each other, no matter how many betrayals, the two of you continue to just keep on fighting for this love. And you both just somehow find the will to just keep on going here with this Nine of Wands. And with the Lover's card showing up as this also part of the strength in the connection, I really feel that it's because the two of you know that you have this really strong soul connection. You feel this intense magnetic draw towards each other because you're either soulmates or twin flames. So it has the two of you. The strength in this connection is that the two of you are bound to each other with these Eight of Swords. No matter what hell you put each other through, the two of you remain bound to each other with the desire to keep on fighting to make it work no matter what. And with this King of Pentacles, I feel that it makes the two of you feel, both of you knowing that about each other, knowing that neither of you ever gives up on the other, it makes you both feel safe and secure at the end of the day. So it's almost like you two would rather go through all this hell than to break away from each other, because you know that neither of you will give up on the other. And that brings the two of you a great deal of inner peace and a feeling of being secure with each other, knowing that it's like an unconditional love. It could, of course, also mean that you may be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, but I get a stronger feeling that it's just that the two of you feel secure with each other. You feel bound to each other, not only because of soul connection, but because the two of you never give up on each other no matter what. And all the more reason not to put each other through any more hell, right? Hopefully. Now, what we have coming up as the challenge in the connection is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is a card of someone's love offer being ignored. It's a card of rejection. It's also the card of someone being bored or dissatisfied with the current state of their love offers or their love connection. It can also speak of someone feeling that there was a missed opportunity in love, kind of like the one that got away. But in a spread, with what's coming out here with these cards, I strongly feel that this is speaking of the fact that your person is not quite coming at you just yet. They're right on that brink of getting ready to approach you, Scorpio, but since they haven't done that yet, you're still feeling in this energy here where you're feeling that your love is being denied. You're feeling rejected in a sense, because you're still holding out that offer. You never rescinded or retracted your love offer. You always kept it there, which is showing everywhere. And you just feel that your person is still ignoring it. And that's the challenge in this connection, and it was clarified by the Page of Cups. So that's you and your offer there, this offer of a pure, sincere love. The Page of Cups speaks of expressing your emotions openly, and it's a very sincere love offer. It was also clarified by the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So with these two cards also coming up in this challenge, particularly with your love interest seeing you as the Queen of Swords, I get the impression, Scorpio, that you've been keeping an eye on your person online, possibly just trying to understand what it is that they're really doing that's been taking them so long to come to you. So I feel that you've been trying to investigate as much as you can, any way possible, and that you're beginning to suspect. Maybe you've seen things that give you reason to suspect, or maybe it's just your intuition. But I feel that you're becoming concerned that maybe they're not out there just doing soul searching, that maybe they're out there exploring their options and maybe trying to have passionate connections with other people while the two of you are on a break. And so I think that's what this Knight of Wands is speaking about in this challenge connection, or excuse me, in this challenge position. And it could also represent the fact that it's challenging for you to be in this place for both of you, because the two of you do feel so much passion for each other. So not being together, the two of you being separate is all the more difficult because you feel so much passion for each other. What we have for the outcome, which is really great to see, this is probably the first positive outcome that I've had for all signs so far, so I'm happy to see this, Scorpio. You get what you want, exactly what you've been waiting for. Your person is coming to you as an emperor, ready to give you everything you've been waiting for. And this is you, the Queen of Cups. So this may indicate that you're dealing with an Aries, but I really feel it's just speaking to the fact that your person is feeling so much confidence and conviction now for who you are to them, and so much clarity about this soul connection that the two of you have, that they're ready. They're going to be coming to you very soon. This is the most likely outcome for the near future, so I feel it's going to happen soon. And it's going to start with all this beautiful back and forth communication. They're going to come rushing in as this Knight of Swords, bringing you all this passionate, loving communication, open expression, everything that you've been wanting and waiting for. And they're finally going to fill your cup up the way you filled theirs up. So I'm really happy to see that for you, Scorpio. So be ready, because that's happening soon. I'm going to go ahead though and get one more message for you from the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle deck, and see what else we can find out about your love connection here. Get one more message for Scorpio, please. There we go. Okay, so your oracle card says Vision, Aphrodite. I like the sound of that already. Let's see what it says. When you choose this symbol, it means that no matter what you lose in your life, something better will replace it. One day in my house of night, there will be a young, beautiful vampire who will lose her mark, but gain great vision into the future. Even if a loss feels devastating at the moment, you still have so much to gain. If your question is about the future, choose another card. The magical vision that you will receive here gives you the temporary power to see the future as a vast place, full of possibility and potential. Your next card will provide insight into the conditions ahead of you. To know the future is to be prepared. Very nice. So, first of all, I want to say that Aries got the same card. I'm almost certain of it. So if you're connecting with an Aries, which is very possible because we have a lot of fire energy showing up here, Scorpio, and your final outcome is the Emperor coming for you, so yeah, you definitely might want to check out that reading for Aries. Aries got the Vision card, and I want to say that they also were dealing with the water sign, I believe, too, so definitely check that out if you are. But what I feel that this is saying is right now you feel like you're going through this great sense of loss, but you're not. There's so much yet to be gained. And as you can see, we've peered into the future here, and this love is just beginning between the two of you. So you have so much to look forward to, so much to remain optimistic about, Scorpio. So those are all the messages that I have for you in this reading, and I hope they gave you some clarity. But until next time, thank you so much for your support.